What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and many of you guys have been asking about the nasty streak. Now, with the way that this works, right, it doesn't make any sense for you to keep the nasty streak on him and leave him at his natural position as a left tackle. What you're going to have to do is put him at tight end, which you probably have seen since he was released. The issue was I've played against people that put him at tight end, and they had these, chems on him or whatever, and it just didn't really matter because if you send enough people, he's still going to always win that one situation, but he won't win all of them. I'm going to explain to you what's going on now. As usual, you got to make sure that you have the screen up. If you do get a guy that's trying to DC glitch you, as soon as you see the screen that says the connection to your peer has been lost, you're going to want to close app immediately. If you wait or you delay it, you will get the loss. Many people have given me feedback. A higher percentage have said that they have not received losses. Some people that wait a little bit longer because, it might be somebody with a good team, you end up getting the loss because you think that they won't DC you when they actually are going to DC you. So be very, very careful with that. It's better safe than sorry. So wait until the screen actually loads up on the top with the leaderboard before you get yourself off that side screen to kind of get out of it so you don't receive an unnecessary loss. Now, let's talk about Nasty Streak as this guy runs around. This is a very, very... It's a popular offense when everybody comes out in the tight and they run outside the pocket because the contains right now don't work. So they can always run outside the pocket. The guy gets open on the quick out routes, deep out routes, and it's like automatic, but you're going to have to learn different ways to stop it. Primarily for me, I'm still labbing certain ways to stop it. You can see he comes out, he tries to do it right away. My last 6 or 7 opponents actually run this offense. And this guy, I didn't even know he was in the top 100. He's going to make his biggest mistake right now. And what is that? He's going to press Tyreek Hill. It does not matter if Deion Sanders is on him. He's going to pick his miles up and do it dirty and dry. I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't matter how you pretty much chem Deion up. This guy has 98 speed and 97 excel. So any kind of press, he's going for 6. Please, if you are watching this video, don't press Tyreek Hill. If you press Tyreek Hill, I would suggest that you hover over the top with the safety. Do not leave him one-on-one and think that everything's gonna be okay. It won't be okay. It's like, leaving me with your moms at home. Like everything is not gonna work out the way that you guys thought it would. So look, anyway, getting back to Nasty Streak right there, because when you see somebody prepared to press and you have those players like Randy Moss, Tyreek Hill, just throw it deep. Don't really, I have people messaging me saying all they do is lob it regardless and the dude's scoring. It won't work like that if the guys are back 10 yards. But always make sure that you know what I'm saying? Like if you see them down, like right here, you see how I'm pressing him? I know that my players are in the back, but right here, he just gonna, Ward just gets dotted and then Palomalo's just not fast enough. How fast is that Donald Driver? The new Donald Driver, is he like really super fast? Like what is that? Why was he able to just do whatever he wants? All right, look, anyway, it doesn't matter, right? If you look on the left side, you see, we're gonna focus on what Joe Thomas does. Now, you see his blocking? He always takes out at least one guy. Now, if the player that he's going up against is pretty solid, he will only pay attention to that one guy. If it's like, he wins linebackers and cornerback coverage. That's pretty much what it is. Like, against a linebacker and a cornerback, they're getting pancaked, they're getting manhandled. You see how LT can't do anything? That's typical of what Nasty Streak does. It takes at least one person out. The bigger thing is, though, in certain formations, he will take out the linebacker and he'll take out a corner. And he'll keep running straight up the field. And the reasoning behind why I'm running single back ace is because it makes it easy for me to utilize that. Just watch Joe Thomas. You see like how he moved that and then he's going to pancake the other safety? You see that? Those are the things that he does. So depending on how you use it, it can work out very, very well for you. Right here, Bo Jackson, we just brought him back. Remember, we just rage sold Tariq Cohen. If you guys remember that rage sell, just write rage sell in the comments if you've been keeping up with the videos. Tariq Cohen is garbage, bruh. And he really showed his true colors by fumbling like 90 times in one game. But that's not what it's about. Joe Thomas does create really, really big gaps for you to run through. Now, the other issue is the other linemen. Now, we've been talking about Lane Johnson. I see you guys giving suggestions. I'm not wasting my time right now going after another right tackle when I know the new promo is coming right now. Because the new promo is going to be here, we might as well wait. The dude's been sitting around just being trash for mad long. I'm not going to get rid of him for another guy that's going to be obsolete in another couple weeks. It doesn't make any sense. Just be patient. We're going to wait for it. So look, you can see he's just trying to run outside the pocket. He doesn't care. No matter what happens, that's all he's trying to do. He just wants to run outside the pocket and be an absolute idiot. I've actually lost to guys like this. So that's why every time I lose games like this, I try to figure out a way, like, why is the contain not working? What's going on? What is happening? Right here, he could have motioned to the left a little bit. He chose not to. He wanted to dot me in an animation like that. Also, you can notice on the left side, you see what Lawrence Taylor's doing, how he's engaging inside, you got to be careful about that because they can always run to the left side as well. So you got to be careful. Sometimes you got to move. You know, he just wants to run to the right because the right is like the more, you know, it's the famous way of getting off and being an idiot. Like if you run to the right, it's usually wide open. Over here, you see how LT is still engaged with his tackle and he's just not getting off? Though that will happen sometimes, but you can easily just move him out. Right there, you see how he screams on that angle? It depends on the way that the blocking is designed. So you're gonna have to experiment. With me, I'm willing to take the risk to let him roll to the left because I believe that my coverage is better to the left. So if I could just run after him and keep him down, I think the left side is harder to do than the right. When you play these guys that do this, they usually just run to the right and just throw it to the right. And the out route is always wide open for some reason. The left side, depending on the coverage, they'll play it a little bit better. So that's just to point those things out to make you kind of understand what's going on. As we continue to do this, I'm still experimenting with what Joe Thomas can do. So you see what he's doing? He's running straight up the field to take out anybody in front of him. But the other people, my other linemen, are giving up like, you know, they're just like, yo, come in and hit my running back real quick. But Joe Thomas, you see, look at him. He finds the person that he needs to hit. Okay, now you can run a lot of different I formations out of this. This guy was just running around my whole offensive line and just doing whatever he wants. Oh, look at that blocking right there, though. Look at that blocking. That ain't even Joe Thomas, though, but look at that blocking, though. Like, we out. Hit stick him, though. All right, good. When you start to look at it the way that Joe Thomas does stuff, I don't want you guys to think that it's automatically going to win. And plus, EA Sports is aware of people putting him at tight end, and they're going to nerf him a little bit. So he's going to get nerfed probably with the next patch or tune or whatever they're going to be doing. So he may not be able to be as dominant, but I don't think that they can change the fact that any linebacker and any corner that goes in front of him is getting pancaked. So it doesn't really matter. But my whole objective in this game was to really see, like, is he that good? Remember, though, because he can get 2 ability slots, you can always put something else in there. I put something else for his additional ability for power run. I'm gonna try zone run in addition to it, right? And kind of see, yeah, so go for 6, don't worry about it, go for 6. You have my mom too if you want. Do you want her? Like, DM me. Like, what is it? What, bruh? Okay, sack me too. All right, right over here, like, it just started getting crazy. I don't know what I was doing right there, but I got, oh, just, yo, sack him again. Yo, that looks good. Why was Joe Thomas wide open on that route though? Did you guys see that? Joe Thomas ran a post and he was wide open. Why is a lineman running a post like that? I thought his route runner was like 17 or like 3. I don't know what he's doing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is this, right? The whole focus of it was, like I said, to kind of see what Nasty Streak does. And again, I can confirm, based on what we've seen, people have been doing it for like 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really, like, it is what it is. Does it help? Yes. But is it like unstoppable? No. As you can see, it really depends on your user because he's running a simple 3-4 defense. You see what I'm saying? And just staying on his linebacker. You see that? He's pinching his line and he's just sending him his linebacker and he's just trying to make the tackle. And with the way that the game works, it doesn't really matter. Like, okay, Bo Jackson, I got you in the game because Cohen always fumbles, but then you come in and then you fumble immediately. So, like, you know what it is, bro? Let me tell you something right now. You do that again, me and your mom's going out on a date. Like, what are you doing? I should have spun him right there. Oh, I didn't need to. Okay, I just ran out of the bounds. I had a feeling that, you know, like when Pat Tillman is running with a full head of steam? You guys know what I'm talking about. You're going to fumble the ball. Just write fumble if you know what I'm talking about. Like, if Pat Tillman touches you in this game, you're going to fumble. Nice warp dive, Dion. Nice warp dive right there. That was supposed to be 6. Whatever. But now you can see, like, we're kind of settling in with it. And you can look on the left side. Just watch Joe Thomas. He wins no matter what. Okay, why are you getting hit like that? You a grown man, dog. Like, stop getting hit stick like that. Yo, bro, what the? Okay, yeah, trying to spin and get Palomalo is smashing you too. All right, whatever. We got to take our field goal because obviously we already know this game is nip tuck, bro. Like, it's mad tight. It's crazy. Like, whatever this guy's trying to do is really outrageous. So we just have to be a little bit more focused with it. And that's pretty much it. Because this guy's defense is ridiculous. But for some reason, you know, Joe Thomas just can't get off. It is what it is, though. Whatever. Doesn't matter. All right? You guys are able to see that he wins no matter what. You can't, like, I didn't see him get shedded once on a run play with Nasty Streak. You see what I'm saying? So it does work to that capability, but it's about the rest of your O-line and following blocks. Like, that's the key. If you can follow the right blocks, you can always count on, you know, Joe Thomas making the play with Nasty Streak. And it's very, very visible that he's trying to run upfield and take out anybody in front of him. It's just look, you see this right there? Just what if you look and see the stuff that he's doing, he just goes out in front and goes wild. You see what I'm saying? Like, whoever's in front of him is getting dealt with. Look, you see that? You see what he just did to LT? It's not many cards that can do that to LT. Oh, it's 30 inches. Now we gotta go for this. It's 4th down. We going for it. I don't even care. We going for this. Oh, okay. Okay, bro. On the slant, you couldn't, Randy Moss, you couldn't catch that? Cool. All right, he's still trying to run the ball. I don't think he realized when he scored on me with that run play, my D wasn't set right there. Warp dive him. All right, we got him. Ray Lewis, good stuff, man. All right, now, oh, he's gonna run the ball on me. Okay, see, that's another thing. When they try to run that ball, you gotta be careful, dog. You gotta be careful. He's gonna okay, good job. He goes for the 4th and 1. He doesn't stand a chance. Look at Joe Thomas. Look at Joe Thomas over there just putting in work. And then right here, my whole objective, I didn't want to spin because I just felt like if I spun, I went for the 4th and 1 right there, by the way, and I didn't care. I just felt like if I spun on that, I was gonna fumble. And you just know that it's coming in this game, so I just ran out of bounds. I was scared, dog. Like, it was getting crazy. All right, yeah, running for 6 though. Running for 6. That's a dangerous thing about this play with the trips tight end. I mean the tight end. Yeah, this right here, when they run the ball out of it, it's craziness, bro. Why would he? Oh, he just wants to run around. Okay, he threw it to the wrong person. I was getting picked. Yeah, this guy was just a weirdo. But again, what they do is they just hike the ball and they don't care about contains or anything like that. They just run. And that's pretty much it. So this guy got what was coming to him. He deserved everything that happened to him. If you agree, write yes in the comments. It didn't really matter. That was his offense. And that's going to be a lot of people's offense until they patch the way the contains work. But then again, I don't want them to patch it, because if they patch it, something else is going to happen. It turned out that this guy was in the top 100, but exactly 100. So probably he's out of the top 100 right now. But he was worth the experiment. You know what I'm saying, guys? Let me know if you're interested in going after Nasty Streak, or if you're going to just go ahead and say, you know what, it's not really worth it. Leave it in the comments. Until next time, one love.